Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. A complaint of ATVs riding on city roads in Hazleton brought police to an area of South Poplar Street Sunday afternoon. Police say the responding officer spotted the ATV and watched where it went. It led him to an area behind Terrace Plaza near Route 424. That's where investigators say a group was preparing to ride in the nearby coal stripping pits. A citation was issued to the man who was riding on the streets and warnings given to the others, and they were told not to return to the private property. A Saturday morning crash in Hazleton was fatal. The crash happened at 11th and McKinley Streets. An SUV and motorcycle collided in the intersection. Hazleton police say in a release they found the driver of the motorcycle lying unresponsive on the sidewalk. The motorcycle operator was not breathing but was found to have a pulse. EMS arrived on the scene and began working on the victim before transporting him to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, where he was pronounced dead. Police say the SUV was believed to be traveling west on 11th Street after an altercation with the operator of the motorcycle. It's alleged the motorcycle stopped at the intersection of McKinley, where the back end of the motorcycle was struck by the vehicle, throwing the operator and the motorcycle. A crash Sunday afternoon on Interstate 80 in Butler Township had that roadway down to one lane and traffic backed up. The crash happened in the area of mile marker 257 after a Ford Expedition hauling a car trailer traveled off the left side of the road and into the heavily wooded median. The sport utility vehicle struck multiple trees, which were then wrapped around the vehicle. Fire crews said the driver was confined inside. Firefighters were able to pop the door open and the man freed. The vehicle sustained significant front-end damage. The man refused medical attention. Crews from Valley Regional and Foster Township were on location, along with PSP Hazleton. A fire overnight in Ashland is under investigation. Crews were called to North 11th Street in that part of Schuylkill County around 1 a.m. Several people living in the home got out okay. The Red Cross was also called to the scene. It's believed that fire may have gotten its start in the basement. Shots fired in Nanticoke over the weekend led to charges filed today. It happened Saturday. Police say they were called to a home on Wells Street to reports of a domestic argument that led to the gunshots. Tazell Frederick Curtis of the Hanover section of Nanticoke allegedly held a gun over a man's head and fired 2 shots near him. According to a police report, Curtis was angry because the man was involved with a married woman. There were no reports of any injuries. When they caught up with Curtis, they found the gun was reported stolen back in April. Besides charges of aggravated assault, among others, Curtis also faces illegal possession of a firearm, as he is a convicted felon due to a 2006 drug trafficking conviction. He's in the Luzerne County Correctional Facility. Authorities say charges are planned against a juvenile accused of calling a Walmart in Wilkes-Barre Township and threatening to shoot up the store. Police in Wilkes-Barre Township say the call was reported Saturday and traced to a juvenile in Hanover Township. They say search warrants are pending and charges are planned pending approval of the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office. Police said a terroristic threat and disorderly conduct investigation was opened. Certain chicken patty products are being recalled due to possible foreign matter contamination. Tyson Foods recalling Weaver brand ready-to-eat chicken patty products. The items affected are now on your screen. Over 39,000 pounds of the frozen patties may be contaminated with extraneous materials. Consumers who have purchased them are being urged not to eat them and to return the products to the place of purchase. Customers with questions can contact Tyson Food Consumer Relations Hotline at 855-382-3101. Coming up on WYLN News, the Pennsylvania Fire Commissioner stopped by WYLN today, and we have a preview. Plus, the status of new voting machines in Schuylkill County. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Continued hot and humid until late day Wednesday, and that is when there's a change. Cooler temperatures and less humidity. We'll be right back.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. For 4 generations, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram has been treating their customers like family. Stop in to get the lowest financing options and best service around. Whether you're in need of a Ram pickup or have an active family lifestyle or simply want to show off your fun, adventurous side, All-American Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Tamaqua has a wide variety of inventory to choose from. Stop in and take advantage of the summer clearance event.
This afternoon, Pennsylvania State Fire Commissioner Bruce Trigo was in our WYLN studios taping a Talkin' NEPA show with Gary Perna. The commissioner talked about the volunteer fire service and the dwindling number of volunteers that are stepping up to help their communities.
It doesn't matter what fraternal or social organization, they're all hurting for volunteers right now. So. And in our case, where it's family, there's just not that much time for the family anymore. A lot of people have 2 jobs or 3 jobs, and if you look at the activities that are available now for children that are in school, parents are running here, running there, to one club or band or track or whatever, and they're going all year round now, where as I was growing up, we had activities, but they weren't quite as numerous.
The pair also talked about the SR6 Commission report that the General Assembly of Pennsylvania is taking up this fall. The show starts airing Tuesday at 6 o'clock and is available at WYLNTV.com and our YouTube channel. The Schuylkill County Board of Elections are reviewing choices for new voting machines, which should be in place by 2020. The new machines will have a paper form that voters can use to check their ballots. They will also contain firewalls in order to prevent hacking. Governor Tom Wolf mandated that counties across the state have the new voting machines in place for the 2020 elections. 4 companies are being considered by a panel. The machines are expected to cost between $1.6 million and $1.8 million. The county is in the process of setting up financing and doesn't know if it will get any funding from the state. The Board of Elections will be the ones that make the final decision on the vendor and is scheduled to meet August 26th to discuss those options. Construction continues in the Weatherly Area School District, and students and faculty will be accommodated as the new school year begins. A representative from the firm working on the schools updated the school board last week on the current phases of construction. Phase 1 includes the gym floor, administration areas, and the west wing. Phase 2, which will be going on as students head back to class, includes a cluster of classrooms that will be done primarily 3 at a time. While the work is being done to the classrooms, students and teachers will be moved to floater classrooms until the work is completed. Repairs are being made to all buildings as well as adding improved security to the schools. The $8 million project began in June and is expected to take 2 years to be completed. The borough of Weatherly is paying it forward through a new recycling program. Mayor Tom Connors formed an agreement with Eastern Metal Recycling, who's provided a dumpster to collect scrap metal. Residents can discard metal cans and metal items at no cost to them. EMR will empty the dumpster and pay the borough according to the weight of the metal. The money will be used for nonprofit organizations. The Greater Weatherly Area Ambulance Association will be the first to receive a donation. Other community groups wishing to join that list can contact the borough building or the mayor. The dumpster located on the former Tungsol property off Plain Road. A Luzerne County Councilwoman wants to see changes when it comes to evaluating the county manager's performance. Linda McCloskey-Hauk is asking council to update the current form that she claims are outdated. She suggested that a committee should work on adjusting the evaluation form. Council Chair Tim McGinley said that a committee could be formed after this year's evaluation is complete. Council members are scheduled to fill out and return this year's form by August 31st. Coming up on Hickory Run's News Choice, the Food Network has a local flair next week. WYLN's Julia Wiegand explains. And as we head out to break, we continue our countdown to Fun Fest that is only 20 days away. This year, Peace, Love, Chalk will take place during the fun-filled weekend. Stay with us.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Welcome to Community New here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. Today I'm with Jim Kelshaw, who is with the Hazleton Rotary Club, and we're talking about the Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival, and it is coming up very quickly. August 24th is a Saturday. It will take place at the Hazel Township Babe Ruth Fields. And Jim, can't believe it. We are in the home stretch here for this. So this is kind of like one of the big hurrahs before we end summer here. So a great event as always, lots going on. So what should we tell everyone, make everyone come out and spend the day helping to benefit the Rotary.
Yeah, first off, Gary, thanks for having us. I can't believe this is our 8th year of doing this festival. It's really grown every year. Last year, we had over 1,000 people attend the event. We're assuming we're going to have probably about 1,500 people this year. Great, great family day. We've changed it up a little bit this year. Our hours are a little different. We are doing it from noon until 6:30. We have entertainment starting right at noon. We have Ostrich Hat and Cartoon performing until 6 o'clock. And what's kind of exciting, from the 6 to 6:30 period, we're going to be sounding off all our raffle prizes and such. We've really stepped up our game with that this year. We have a 50-50 raffle. Participants from local breweries and wineries. We have 6 wineries and a distillery coming this year. And something we thought would be pretty exciting, we have a stamp card that we're going to do for visiting the wineries. If you turn in the completed card during the event, 3 prizes at the end, either a $250 cash prize or a case of wine for second and third.
Wow, this is a great event. And this is really cool. So for 8 years, a lot has really kept changing and going with this and adding to it. We also have the car show this year as well that will be going on with it. And something I thought was really cool, you can get your tickets ahead of time. Lots of locations up on your screen with where you can stop. You can get them online from Rotary members. But you have different kind of classifications for the tickets. So if you're going to be there, you spend the day, get them ahead of time, it's $20. At the gates, $25. But you also have a DD ticket because, you know, a lot going on, and if you want to bring somebody, make sure you get home safely, like we all are going to, of course. They could still get in to enjoy the food and the music and have a good time.
Exactly. And this is the second year that we've truly made this a family event. So minors are allowed to come as well. And this is the same price as the designated driver at $5. But with the band, we have face painting, cornhole or beanbag toss that's going on. Lots of different events. And come in and see the car show, all that's included with the ticket. So we really try to make it a great event for the Hazleton area. And in the same time, supporting the great projects that we do for Rotary for our community. And
there's so many, and Rotary does a great job supporting everyone right here in the greater Hazleton area with all this. So Jim, again, Saturday, August 24th from noon till 6:30, Babe Ruth Fields in Hazel Township, right off of Hazel Township Boulevard. Anything else we want to push out to make sure, come out and enjoy this great day?
It is a rain or shine event, but guaranteed with tents and what have you that we have set up on the field, no matter what the weather, it should be a fantastic event. And again, great for the family. I don't think there's much else that you can do for 6.5 hours for $20 in advance in the Hazleton area.
And the weekend right before school goes back in, so big hurrah before everything happens. Great entertainment, lots going on there. Of course, beer, wine. We'll have a lot of stuff going on, raffle tickets as well. So it'll be a great event for everybody. So August 24th, Hazel Township, Babe Ruth Field, all to benefit the Hazleton Rotary. Jim, anything else?
Just please come out and support our organization. You know, I would like to mention some of the projects that we do. That this is our main fundraiser for everything we do throughout the year. On average, for the last several years, we've donated 300 winter coats to children in the Hazleton area. We take kids on a Christmas shop so that they can buy gifts for their caregivers and such. Dictionaries for the Hazleton area school district kids, handing them out, and even scholarships for area teens.
A lot going on, and it's all thanks to this big fundraiser, and of course many other ones that Rotary does throughout the year. So a great event. Make sure you come out Saturday, August 24th, noon to 6:30 at the Hazel Township Babe Ruth Fields, right off Hazel Township Boulevard, to support the Hazleton Rotary. Always doing such a great thing. Jim, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks again.
All right, make sure you head out and support the Rotary at this great event happening on Saturday, August 24th. We'll see you next time here on W1.
The summer of Jeep, Wrangler, Cherokee, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Your new adventure starts now. Lease a new Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport 4x4 for $299 for 36 months. Let them hear you coming in the new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4. Lease for just $199 for 42 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash on the 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Come see why you'll be kicking it during the summer of Jeep at allamericanjeep.net.
Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer is more than just a great place to grab six-packs to go. You can also enjoy great draft beer, including their exclusive Three Ornina milk stouts. Take it to go in a crowler or mix and match bottles of your favorite craft beers. Or just cool down with one of their slushies. Check out the Georgetown Pub Fare menu, including their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania Lottery games. Don't forget to check out their website and Facebook for tasting events. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
One local woman will make her debut in an episode of Chopped on the Food Network next week. WYLN's Julie Wiegand has her story.
From the dinner table to the big screen, Kelly Diaz never thought she'd be taking her talents from Beaver Meadows all the way to New York to compete on Food Network's Chopped with Ted Allen.
It was an amazing experience. I was a little nervous going in. I have never been in a competition of any kind before, but I love to cook, and that's what I went there to do. So it was totally out of character for me to go and perform on national television and to cook in front of an audience other than my own family. But it was a blast.
Holidays are a big event in the Diaz household, and everybody comes to eat. Kelly's children and their adult friends were over for her Christmas Day good eats, and the conversation on competing came up over dessert while watching Food Network. Within seconds of saying she wouldn't mind doing a Chopped amateur episode, her son's friend Ryan had his phone out with an application ready to fill out for her. After an hour and a half later and hitting submit, Diaz thought she'd never hear back from anyone.
Sitting here in January, my phone rang. I didn't know the number, New York. I was busy. When I later checked my messages, it was a man named Byron from Chopped wanting to do another interview for me to compete on a Chopped amateur episode. So I got all excited and calmed down and called him back. And 45 minutes later, a Skype interview happened. A week later, I was in New York for a casting interview.
Diaz works out of RNL Helpmates, an agency in Hazleton that provides personalized care for senior citizens and the disabled, and she can cook just about anything. Over the years, she's gone out of her way to conquer different cuisines and even taught herself how to roll sushi. But if she had to pick, she thinks her specialty is Italian dishes.
Well, it was a fun episode because there were 3 guest judges, which were the Brady Bunch kids, of course now grown up. So that made it a little different than the normal episodes, but it was fun. It was a blast. I can't give anything away, but I'd go back and do it all over again. I had such a good time.
A Very Brady Chopped will be premiering Tuesday, August 27th at 9 p.m. on Food Network, so tune in to check out Kelly Diaz and her fellow competitors as they have their food judged by Christopher Knight, Maureen McCormick, and Susan Olsen, famous for playing siblings Peter, Marcia, and Cindy Brady in the legendary 70s sitcom. The baskets will feature ingredients inspired by the Groovy Show through all 3 rounds, including pork chops and applesauce. Reporting in Hazleton for WYLN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
And Kelly, just remember, if you ever need taste testers, I think I can find you a few. High school football Fridays are kicking off at the end of this week. WYLN's Ryan Osachi has the season preview for a new Wolfpack.
For the first time in its history, the Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack will storm the field as one after the merger of Wilkes-Barre schools GAR, Coughlin, and Myers. The Wilkes-Barre Area School Board voted to have Ciro Cinti as head coach of the Wolfpack. Cinti spent 13 seasons as head coach for Coughlin and is happy to have this opportunity, especially with the staff around him.
Thank God our coaches have been outstanding. Keeping all these things together, you got to figure you have 3 different schools, 3 different administration, 3 different directions that we're going into. It's tough to get everyone on the same page, but they've worked very hard at this, and I can only give our credits a heck of a lot of credit for keeping these kids together throughout the summer. And so far, we had 50, 60 kids out at every practice, and that's a positive. And just have to learn to trust each other. That part has been easy. The kids getting together has been the easy part. It's just a matter of the logistics of having 3 different schools come together in the same practice field and everything.
Cinti's focus is solely on the Wolfpack, and he'll do whatever he can to field the best team possible.
Football is football. We see no There's no GR, there's no Coughlin, no Myers. It's just the Wolfpack, and the best kids will play.
Cincy wants to solidify his roster as well as add depth to the middle school programs in order to prepare for the future of Wolfpack football.
Just to keep our roster together, set up a good program for our junior high and our JV schedule. So then this is something that we could keep year in and year out instead of we're just reload every year. We try to do that, and that's the goal of this program.
Cincy and the Wolfpack will make their debut Friday, August 23rd against the Crestwood Comets, who just got a new coach of their own. WYLN will be airing the game live starting at 7 p.m. Again, this Friday, WYLN will be airing our first football broadcast of the year as the Wolfpack travel the mountaintop to take on the Comets, so be sure to tune in. Reporting for WYLN Sports, I'm Ryan Osachi.
And that's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.